Hi everyone, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video, Finding the It Factor in You. Wow, I think that's a great theme to talk about. Thinking about what is it that makes a spark in yourself? What is it that's so interesting about you that people want to gravitate toward you, to talk with you, to do business with you? For those of you who are even in the single life, right, you think, okay, how can I generate that attraction? How can I generate some dates, right, with other people? All right, then with business, how can you have a business lead? How can you find and seek clients? How can you generate phone calls where people just want to gravitate toward you? And I think part of the interest will come from your it factor, right? That ability that only you can elaborate from your experience, from your character. For example, like if you can bring in experiences from the past to elaborate, oh yeah, I went through this or that was fun, but I had a blast talking with other people about prayer. I found joy in talking about money with other people. And so it's coming back to your interests, the interests that really you are excited to talk about at no end in sight. You're just ready to talk somebody's ear off, so to speak. But more importantly, you know how to tame, you know how to relax, you know how to not over talk and not over speak yourself. But the point is, it's your topics, the interests that really make you stand out. You like to go fishing? Great. Okay, you like to be playing sports? All right, cool. Okay, if you're a nerd like me, okay, fine. You like the board games? Okay, whatever. Piece of cake. Okay, you can start talking about any other thing. You can talk about cars, repairing them for Pete's sake, motorcycles, right? The list goes on. It's endless. But the thing is, when you can put the it factor back into your life, when you are living a life that is reflective of who you are, your benefits are showing, the fact of you have a good looking house, you have everything going for you in your business, the sense that you're putting in the work and it's reflecting itself back to other people, and they say, wow, that person's really got everything going for them. What is the secret behind their success that I really want to learn about? What is it that I learn about from all these people from popular shows on television that they seem to order people around because they seem to know what they're talking about? But why do they have that confidence, that authority? They may not be the most probably pleasant people to talk with if you were your opponent with them, but when you talk with them and they're willing to share with you their wisdom, there's something about them that you are gravitated to. There's something about that backstory behind their success that really elaborates with you. And so you think, all right, how can I get that to come about? And so reading in my book the other day about the idea of the negative critic, when you can look at the negative critic within you that's trying to sway you away from success, that's where you can identify the negative energy. To name it and then just counter it when you notice it coming up in your life. An example, okay, I cannot make these 10 phone calls today. I'm too tired. I don't want to go the extra mile tonight. I don't want to make these 10 phone calls at like 8, 7 at night, and I'm just so tired. Who's going to want to listen to me? But for the person who fights that resistance, who gets through that negative self-talk to get through and to just get the job done, all right, your it factor is starting to show because you're starting to know your limitations, your abilities, when the pressure is put in your face and you're reacting to it. But the other part about it is you're knowing who you are and how you can handle pressure, and it's building your self-confidence. All right, I feel negative, have this negative feeling to not do this thing. I'll put that aside. That's my old self. That's my old relic, as I would say, trying to keep me back. That was the old way I used to do things. Let me live my life right now in the present moment and give myself a shot. Let me check out the possibility that's right there for me to pursue. Let me talk with that person, see if something can happen. We can make a deal, maybe have a relationship, who knows? And so the possibilities are right there as long as you're willing to embrace the disagreement and the arguments. But for those of us who don't take that shot, right, those are shots that we missed. Shots we'll never know. We go to our grave and we're thinking, oh my gosh, what would have happened if I had talked to that person about this thing? Ooh, I'm going to now die in a little bit of agony because I never did the things I wanted to do. Very, very real self-talk, but it's very important for you to consider that idea. You're on your deathbed, you're about to pass away, and you're thinking, ooh, things I never did before. Okay, I pass. Unless you're ready to be humble and just accept it. But the thing is, it's your choice. It's your choice whether you want to explore possibilities or not. And with your it factor starting to be reflective of your abilities, if you can help that shine in the moment, that's great. So like I was saying, know who your inner critic is, the negative one, and battle that inner critic so that way your it factor can shine. Maybe you are a good person, but you've been doubting yourself the whole time because you're listening to that negative critic. Change the narrative. Listen to a new chapter that can be played in your mind. Maybe you just turn the page and you're like, oh, I failed today, but tomorrow I just had 10 leads. I just had 10 clients. I made 10 deals. Boom. I'm already set for the year, set for life if I keep going in this direction. So always be ready to face the negative critic, so that way you can find your it factor in you, the it that makes you awesome. So give that some sort of thought, see if that helps you, and I wish you the best. All right, everyone. Hope this one finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.